gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring them in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD baby, no that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Cleveland Browns. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Their own 22-yard line.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run it again with Chubb. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's Watson. Flushed out right. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket, and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
Bradley Chubb came in and got him.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
A pair of negative running plays, and now they're looking up at a third down at 17 to go. After the run, Watson going to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this one is incomplete.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. They run again on 1st down. Chubb trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 21. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A nice stick and stop for a loss here from Jalen Phillips.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Watson now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. York able to send this one through, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throwing is Bridgewater. They'll roll him out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Watson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Bridgewater. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Bridgewater. On the right side, open is Gesicki. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. A run with Mostert up the middle. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Bridgewater. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, Bridgewater. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Bridgewater. And they were looking to set up the screen, but that's going to be incomplete. Almost wound up going the other way. Well covered defensively, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
They'll try it now with Mostert. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Here's Mostert. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Mostert, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cleveland offense ready to go as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. Slot man moves right. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw is Watson. Rolling to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Bridgewater to throw it. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bridgewater out route to Hill, complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Bridgewater now. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the 2nd half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
Fourth down, they're going. Bridgewater. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, 31!
They go up the middle with Chubb. Oh, he bowls over him. And some space here. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got him this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up. and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember the last time they were out, they went for it on 4th down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel, or was that analytics that came into play there deciding to go for it on 4th down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. That certainly felt like, hey, I feel like we can get this right now. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. The slot man in motion right. Here we go on 4th. Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That play over before it got anywhere thanks to Christian Wilkins. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They run it again with Chubb. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
They'll run for it. Chubb. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Nick Chubb stops short, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 36, Bridgewater. That swung out to Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll go for a gain of 7. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. From the gun, Bridgewater. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Desperation time, 4th down, Bridgewater. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Bridgewater. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And some room to roam now. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Play action now. Bridgewater. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll run right side with Mostert. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Bridgewater. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Mostert. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Now Bridgewater. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. the sneak. It's Bridgewater. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime...
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, show you gon' see. Yeah, God power from my head and my feet. Yeah. Colossal, what I say is gospel. I cook this with love, they gon' eat it up and swallow me. I'm from the ghetto, babe. Seen bodies in the street before I could tweet. I came from nothing, I turned a mustard seed into a million. In the discussion, had a TED talk with the higher me, show me how to run it up. I need all my cheese. Every day that I wake up, I'm pinching myself, can't believe that I'm really me. Popping shows in New Zealand, boy, you is not eating, man. We do not play in the same league. I gave my mama some racks and she asked me if I'm selling. I said, mama, please. If I was, do you think I'd let you know? Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. This is God-given, so I thank her as I go.
This gon' sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Yeah, got power from my head to my feet. Yeah, run up on me, maybe so you gon' see. Yeah, I did not chase, I just attract. What you put in, you get back. I'm screaming Campbell, then still hit the dance and them wherever I'm at. Feel like a champion, mamba mentality. I am the masterpiece, life is the crap. These love me and I can't resist it, but I'm only guilty of slipping too fast. Life is by legacy, what lies ahead of me, helping to get peace with this past. Little bitty regular that I pack, 007 before you react. Don't think twice, my only advice for my granddad before he passed. Look to the stars, look at the sky at night. Tell me that heaven ain't black on everything I love. Try not to brag till you bring it up. Tunnel vision, block opinions, and I can give what think of us. Duck jab hooks in it through the roof with an uppercut. Tell the truth, shut the devil up. In the booth, I'm untouchable. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah, got power from my head and my feet. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a baddie in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like a superstar. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to raise a bar, how to go large, how to take it too far. Let me show you how to show up and show out and surf the crowd. Trust me, you ain't never seen nothing like this. You ain't never been to a show like this. I'ma give you something to remember forever. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright.
Pretty and paid. Pretty and paid, ayy. Y'all heard I'm coming. I don't want to clarify. Keep up. Ayy. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Paid up heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on the ditty. He only 2 times from the he out like a lack, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. These know ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm about it. Stop it, cause it ain't no eck in it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Paid up heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. Ain't biting my tongue. I can't be no goofy, no victim to none of my enemies. Like honestly, be sending me talk from a stick that'll be when I get to me. My check don't discriminate. Still take deposits if you talking Vietnamese. I just be having my way.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Miami Dolphins. Ready to get us started, it's Cade York, and we are underway from Miami. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
Tyreek Hill on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and
5. Play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Bridgewater. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Now Bridgewater on 4th down. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. the middle. It's Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. First down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He'll going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Here's Bridgewater. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw, Bridgewater. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's good. From Miami Dolphins. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Well, there wasn't much of a window there, Charles. Had to deal with a couple of defenders, but able to find his big tight end.
And, partner, we know double coverage is a challenge for any player to try to defeat. But maybe it's a little easier if you're one of those big tight ends because you have a size advantage on just about anyone trying to cover you, and you use your body to create some space. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Bridgewater. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 18. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play.
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The Dolphins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here. They could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. And again, it's Chubb. And some room to work. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. We talk about just coming in and completely seizing momentum. They can go up 21-0 here. We haven't even hit halftime.
And the other part of this, you can start to feel the unrest here in the stadium. I think these fans are saying, what hit us? And this isn't about fantasy points. This is about rooting their team on.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
In motion, Hill. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. First down, Bridgewater. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22, Bridgewater. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A 36-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room, maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out looking real sharp in the second half.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. A good run by Chubb on first down as he'll get about 6 yards there.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 114 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. An opening for Chubb on first down as he dashes forward for about 7. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Ready?
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it, and in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 140 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And now with the play clock getting down, Kevin Stefanski going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Chubb on the counter. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They run it again with Chubb. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They go up the middle with Chubb. Trucks over him. A solid stiff arm. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 190 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Anthony Schwartz from 8 yards out. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one. His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On second down, Mostert. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And it looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. Bridgewater now. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39. Here's Bridgewater. Out route to Hill, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's Mostert. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Mostert. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
He was taken down by Trent Kelton. No gain on the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll come out in the pistol. Desperation time. 4th down. Bridgewater. He'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
A give running right is Chubb. And some room to maneuver. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. Boy, 214 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. Uses the stiff arm, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing on third down, Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
The York on now for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play fake. Bridgewater.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They go play action. Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've